So, we meet again. Very cool.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight I am very excited to bring to you a very special review. And all the way from Edinburgh, United Kingdom, we have the Royal Mail Stampin' Collectibles Transformer Stamp Collection, and these are so cool. I really love these stamps, and I have 3 awesome items that we're going to take a look at, which will give us a great look at all the stamps and some of the cool collectibles that are available from Royal Mail Stamps and Collectibles. So let's find out a little bit about the stamps themselves. Now, when it comes to the stamps themselves, there are actually 2 sets of stamps. The first set we're going to take a look at is the Autobots vs. Decepticon set. Now, these stamps are broken up into 4 groups, and each group is comprised of 2 stamps, an Autobot and a Decepticon. So, taking a look at the first group, we can see that it is made up of Optimus versus Megatron, and it is really nice. You can see Optimus here on the left, and you can see in the corner you have the Queen's image there in first. Now, the rumor is that these are the last stamps that were going to be issued with the Queen's image on them, so that would be really cool and make this an extra special collector's item. Now, taking a look at the stamps themselves, again, you have Optimus versus Megatron. The first stamp has Optimus. He has his Energon axe, and he's going, "Grr, I'll get you, Megatron." And then you have Megatron with his energy mace, and there has their names at the bottom, and then another Queen Elizabeth image right here, and it says first, and that will make up the first group. Then moving to the second group, you have Bumblebee versus Starscream, and this is right outside the crashed Ark. And you can tell right away that these images of the characters are taken from the comic book instead of the cartoon, and that's okay because that was some fantastic artwork as well. And then your first stamp will have Bumblebee and then Starscream there, and that is cool. And then coming down to the third group, you have Grimlock and Shockwave, and they are in some sort of jungle, it looks like. Now, these have a different number underneath the Queen's visage. It has 185, so this is a stamp probably worth 1.85 pounds. I think. I'm not sure how that's going to translate in American, but that's basically what the stamp is, and it's very nice artwork on the Grimlock and Shockwave stamps. And finally, we come to the last group, which is RC and Soundwave, who is ejecting Laserbeak, and they are in the middle of space, and you can actually see Unicron here in the background, and that is cool. And these stamps are also 1.85 pounds, and yeah, that is really cool. And that is going to be the first set of these stamps. Moving on to the next set. And for the next set of stamps, you have a single picture, and like the 4 pictures from the Autobot vs. Decepticon stamp, and these stamps will feature the awesome Dinobots. And each Dinobot will be the feature of his own stamp. Starting off over here to the left, you have Slug. I affectionately know him as Slag. And you can see, starting with the Queen's visage, the stamp will square off, and it will feature all around here, and you get a little bit of flame effect, but the flame will still extend into the main picture, and that will bring us to the second stamp, which is Swoop. You have the Queen's visage, it says second, and then Swoop, and that will cover up to here. You kind of get his wing cut off, but that's okay. The third stamp is going to be the Queen here and first, and then you can have Sludge, and that will come down to like this, so that is cool. Then you have the nice title, the Dinobots, bringing us to our fourth stamp, which is Snarl. You see the Queen. Now this one is back to that 1.85 pound stamp, so I don't know if this is like first class, second class, I'm not sure again. And then the stamp itself will come right below his spikes, and then down and around and like that. And then finally, Grimlock gets a second stamp, and you have the Queen is first, and he's got his mouth open. I'm you, Grimlock, chomp! And then you have Grimlock there, and he's stomping, and that is really cool. And this is your second set of stamps. Now, they've took both sets and they've done several different things, put them in different collections and items. And like I said at the beginning of the video, there are 3 items that I picked up that I'm going to discuss with you today. And one of the first ways you can collect these awesome stamps is with the Transformers Presentation Pack. Now, when you purchase the Transformers Presentation Pack, you do get both sets of the stamps, and they come in some really cool collectible packaging. So, taking a look at the first set with the Autobots versus the Decepticons, you can see that they are all here, and they are safely behind some nice plastic, and you have a nice picture of Optimus and Transformers and Megatron. You have the Royal Mail stamps up here at the top, and if you open this up, you do get a brief read-up of the Transformers and basically a little bit about how they were created and the UK comic book, because that's what these are basically taken off of. And I will try to get a little bit of a read-up to put on the screen so you can pause the video to your content and read it as long as you'd like. But moving back to the actual packaging, the packaging does open up, and when you unfold it, you do get a lot of awesome artwork and bios on each of the Transformers that are presented in this set. First off, you do have Optimus Prime, and let's zoom in just a little bit. So yeah, that is very cool. We got some cool information about him, and you go down to Bumblebee, and then you have some Grimlock facts, and then finally RC, and that is really cool. And then that will bring you down to, again, the stamps, and these stamps can come out, and when you take out the stamps, you do get a little bit of section with some quotes from each of the bots. I will put a picture of that on the screen right now so you can see, and that is really awesome. All right, so you can read that, and when you're done, we're going to scroll back out, and when we turn it to the other side of the presentation, we have the Decepticons. And again, you have a little bit of read up on the stamps themselves here. I will put that on the screen, and then when you're done reading that, you can see the read up they got of the Decepticons: the evil Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave, and Starscream. That is really cool. And here is a little bit of information about the UK comic book, so that is neat. If you want to read that, you can again pause and read it to your heart's content. But that is just the first part of the Transformers Presentation Pack. The other part has to do with the Dinobot set, and that is really cool. And you can see you have the Dinobot stamp sheet right here, and this can come off, and when you remove the stamps like such, you have an awesome picture of Grimlock, and he's looking all menacing and angry. And on the back of this presentation card, you have a brief read up about all the Dinobots' histories in the UK comic books. So again, pause, read to your heart's content, but we must be moving on. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, that is the presentation pack. You get both sets of stamps, and you get them in collectible packaging, which is really cool. And I really highly recommend this set if you just want to have something to show them off. All right, moving on. And the next thing offered by the Royal Mail Stamps and Collectibles is this Transformers Optimus Prime stamp ingot. And basically an ingot is just a little metal, usually silver, gold, whatever. It's just a little rectangular oblong thing. And what this has is a picture of the stamp itself, fully colored, and it is really nice. You have awesome packaging. You got Transformers, Optimus Prime there, Optimus Prime stamp ingot. And on the back, you have Royal Mail. You have this awesome holographic Royal Mail symbol there. It is 1826 of an edition limited to 5,000. Stamp design at Royal Mail Group Ltd. to 2022. And then you have some more credits for the packaging. And then you have the back of the ingot here. And basically this is just a little case, and you can just push the back and the ingot will actually come out. Now it is still protected in a little case, so if you want to, you can take it out right here, but I don't want to do that. And you can see that it is very, very nicely done. Nice silver Queen image there, Optimus Prime, just exactly like the stamp. And when you turn it around to the back, you have some more comic images from the UK comic, where he does really look like a toy, and it's cool. Zoom in really closely, very shiny. I love this thing. Wow, that is so cool. All right, and that is going to be your Optimus Prime stamped ingot. Now, I do believe they do have a Bumblebee version of this too, if you're interested in Bumblebee, but really, Prime is the one that you have to have, in my opinion. All right, moving on. And the last thing I wanted to pick up was this awesome framed collection that has both sets of the stamps in a beautiful, beautiful presentation and frame. And you can see it's packed, it's still secured, it comes in a bubble wrap, and it's not going to be damaged no matter what. So let me go ahead and get this out of its wrapping so we can get a better look at this beautiful, beautiful piece. And here the 12 by 15 frame is out of the packaging, and it is just gorgeous. Now, anybody could buy a frame and put their stamps in it. That's normal, but this has the entire package with you. You have both sets of the stamps. You have an awesome background with Autobots, Decepticons, Transformers logo right there in the middle, and it is just beautiful, beautiful representation. Nice black frame. I love this thing. Definitely going on the wall. On the back of the frame, you do get a little bit of a hook system, and you have a little bit of read up about what is in it, which is the Frame Stamps Miniature Collection. And I will zoom in, and we can again see that awesome holographic image of the Royal Mail symbol, and that is so cool. I tell you, this is an awesome, awesome set, an awesome, awesome collectible. If you collect stamps, if you love Transformers, this kind of checks a lot of boxes for everybody. Wow. That is awesome. All right, moving on. And this has been a special presentation of the Royal Mail Stamps and Collectibles Transformers stamp series. And I love these things. Like I said before, this is a very unique collectible. If you like stamps, if you like Transformers, if you like something that's different and combines two of your favorite hobbies, you might want to think about picking these up. Now, I will include a link to the Royal Mail Stamps and Collectibles site in the description below. And if you want these things, they are going to be listed in pounds, so you may need to convert that using an online converter. To give you an example, the presentation pack that I showed off was listed as 17.5 pounds. That translates to about $19 US. The ingot was 24.99 pounds, which translates to $27.13, and the framed picture was 44.99 pounds, and that equals about $48.85 American. So yeah, it's pretty equivalent. You're off by about $2 or so. It's still a pretty neat price for these awesome collectibles, I think, and I'm very happy with my purchases. And if you purchase them and you're from the United States, give it a little bit of time, because it does have to come from across the pond. And I think you'll be happy with these unique collectibles. And these aren't the only things that they have available on their site. So if you're not interested in any of these, check it out. They have other prints and ways to purchase these awesome stamps. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep playing.
Another day, another adventure.